to reposition our lines to get Professor John Gachi. Let's do some other stories now. The presidential candidate of the New Patriotic Party, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, he has launched what he calls My Credit Score, a personalized credit reference and scoring system for Ghanaians backed by the central bank. Well, this credit scoring system will offer individual Ghanaians the opportunity to demonstrate their creditworthiness transparently, helping them access credit more easily. Well, this is already being launched, and so we just want to get a reaction of how effective this would be. Let me bring in Professor Isaac Boyede. He is Dean of Faculty of Accounting and Finance. He joins us with more on this. Professor John Gachi, I am told, is back with us. We'll just wrap up with him as well. A credit scoring system, how effective will that be in our economy? Prof, can you unmute so that I can hear you clearly?
Yes.
Professor Isaac Boyede.
Yes, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. I just wanted to get your thoughts. Government have launched a credit scoring system to enable individuals access credit facility with ease. I'm just wondering how effective it would be in our economy.
Yes, thank you for the opportunity, and good morning to your viewers and listeners as well, and good morning to my good friend, Professor Gachi. This initiative has been on the radar for some number of months, and yesterday it was successfully launched for our consumption. I must commend this MPP administration for this bold initiative. We have been told that there is an intention of upgrading Ghana through such initiatives. For me, anything that will enhance the entrepreneurial skills and spirit of our young people, I will support. And any system that will help reduce financial exclusion and improve financial inclusion, I will support. This is a laudable idea, and we are hoping and praying that implementation also will go as planned. What is this system all about? I don't know if you have time to consider and help our listeners to understand so that we don't misinform the public.
If you can do that briefly for me, I'll be most grateful.
Yeah, I mean, we have had issues in terms of our informal sector over the years in terms of their ability of accessing credit to improve their facility, their businesses. Today, if I walk to you in the office to request for funds, it will be difficult to give me because you don't know anything about my life, how I live my life. You don't have an idea. But with this system, I mean, that's how the bank, they find themselves. They have funds to give out. They have funds to help support business because they don't have idea about the credit history of individuals. This system is to help have a numerical representative of score for individual that will help you to access credit from any financial institution. And that's going to help a lot of informal sector who need funds to drive their businesses.
How then do you track this? Because, for example, if I am not a monthly income earner, I don't work in any government organization, I probably do not have any job and own a small business, probably by the roadside, a petty trader. How then will government track my credit scoring?
Yes, I think we are yet to find out from the document in terms of the implementation phases. But if you permit me to add, for other jurisdictions or other countries, let's start with someone who has completed university and wants to have credit score. That will help the person to access facility. In fact, other jurisdictions, funds are placed in that student or that person's account or national service account. And when the person is able to use the funds well, they will monitor your credit history, the amount you borrow, your credit account or the mixed account that you have. These are the parameters in which we can use to give you the scores. Then based upon this, if you want to have a credit, you'll be judged based on the score that you have. But if you take this into context, in Ghanaian context, someone who is on the streets and doesn't have an account with a bank or having any access or a relationship with any bank, it is going to be difficult at this stage. But with the credit card system, depending on the implementation phases, we are able to assess the riskiness of that individual. For instance, if you have someone who has an business idea and wants to go into bank for support because he doesn't have any relation with the bank, it's going to be difficult. But the implementation phase of the credit score system will be told or will know how individual who doesn't have an account with the bank. Remember, the question I wanted to ask from the beginning is Ghana ready for credit score system? That was what I should have asked from the beginning. And I will say yes, because now each and everyone will have accounts, Momo wallet, Momo account. Maybe some of these areas are going to be other means of helping to get scores. But implementation will be done. And you and I will know how the phases will be, the implementation will be done.
Thank you, Professor Isaac Boadi. He is Dean of Faculty of Accounting and Finance at UPSA. Let me wrap up with Professor John Gachi. You were just making a point before we lost you briefly. And then you can just share with me your thoughts on the implementation of the credit scoring system. You think it will be effective in our economy?
Well, I think credit scoring is based on funds. We have seen that the banking system alone has not been able to mobilize enough funds to feed the private sector, feed government, and the rest. Even the government is not able to mobilize funds to consistently disburse to students who are on student loan in the country. These are the things that we need to demonstrate. Credit score system exists one way or the other through the participation in the telecommunication space, those who are taking loans from.
Unfortunately, we seem to have lost.